executive compensation top management pays, which are usually way a lot higher than ordinary individuals because they usually receive a base pay and an incentive pay which may sometimes be higher than their base pay. This may cause a perception that executive compensation has little or no relationship to the performance of the organization. But even if the organization performs poorly or at a marginal level, executive compensation remains high.
Executive compensation and evaluating compensation and benefits. So, first muna, ano nga ba yung executive compensation? Okay. So, sa kaninang textbook definition, 'di ba narinig nyo about sa mga it still remains high. What does it mean? Ano nga yung mga halimbawa? Example, most ang mga trabaho dito ay professionals na nakapagtapos sa edukasyon at saka yung edukasyon nila ay mataas sa ranking. Okay? Nakapas siya ng board exam. Maintain yung mataas na wages nila. Dahil mataas ang course na kinuha nila. Maintain ang high amount ng salary nila despite may mga kulang or absent sila sa trabaho. Maybe there's actually reason bakit sila nag-absent in some periods of their everyday careers. Number 3, parte sila ng gobyerno. Okay? Maganda ang course if you're part of the government. Example, kung teacher ka. Teacher ka sa mga baliwasan, mga public schools, then absolutely part ito ng government, which means maintain ang salary nila. Where government pay them in a high price amount of compensation. And may bonus pa sila. Okay. Yung mga, yes. Okay.
Growing legal issues. This would usually refer to compliance to labor standards set by government and international conventions, e.g. minimum wage, overtime, child labor, among others. For benefits, although the requirements for qualification differ for different types of benefit plans, it is critical that the plan is non-discriminatory. That is, the plan cannot disproportionately favor employees with higher income levels.
Next one will be growing illegal issues. We're here in the Philippines and we should already understand and acknowledge, malaman kung anong mga growing legal issues. So yung mga taong nakatikim ng part ng growing illegal issues are na mahirap ilagay sila sa priority. Why? Bakit hindi sila priority? At saka bakit mahirap sila ilagay sa priority? Because of lack of education, learning, and experience. Ang issue nito also belong to certain harsh labors, including child labor. So, may mga batang walang pinag-aralan. So, saan nga sila pinapupunta ng kanilang parents para lang maka-earn ng money? They actually go to illegal child laborers where full-time work tapos yung wages nila mga 100 pesos lang, 300 pesos. So, ganon. Number 2, dapat malaman natin ang GLI is a non-discrimination issue. This has nothing to do with discrimination, whether you're poor or whatsoever, or whether you came from this or that. Okay? Because we know for a fact na malaki ang statistics ng growing illegal issues dito sa Pilipinas. Number 3, hindi mabuting outcome sa mga batang walang nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral. So, ito yung, yes, if you are lack of education, then absolutely, there's a possibility and it's so harsh na ito yung outcome mo. Ang populasyon nila ay nakasalalay sa kahirapan. Mostly they work in domestic labors. Have you heard about domestic labors? I mean, we've heard about yung mga foreign domestic workers, mga OFW, di ba? Even if they're like OFW, kasi mga salaries nila mga 20,000 pesos daw as a domestic helper. But still, there are times they're being treated harshly, which is absolutely unjust. Then, number 5, let's ponder that these legal issues is growing rapidly in the Philippines dahil sa lack ng education para maka-qualified sa trabaho. Okay, those things are clear.
Evaluating compensation and benefit programs. Careful assessment of compensation and benefit packages that maximizes the advantages to the organization. Organizations that do not offer competitive pay and benefit packages will find it difficult to attract employees, especially the best potential employees. Since satisfaction with pay and benefits is an important part of the overall job satisfaction, non-competitive pay and benefit packages will lead to higher rates of voluntary turnover resignation.
Number 3 is evaluating compensation and benefits. Evaluating compensation, which means understanding. Number 1, dito ang process where certain companies ay nag-e-evaluate. Anong meaning ng evaluate? Kung anong pinaka-appropriate na low salary para sa nagtatrabaho. Yes. Example, kung sa nursing ka, yung pinakamababa sa nursing is 20,000 pesos. That's actually what I heard from my cousin who's actually working nurse abroad. Okay. They actually, well, I would say na rundown, malayo yung hospital na pinag-ano nila. Like, yes. Public hospitals, I guess. Yeah. Ang pag-evaluate ng compensation ay makakatulong din para ma-organize ni employer anong pinaka. Example, kung ako si employer, I need to treat them well by giving them the just amount of their salary. You know? Para iwas sa resignation ng mga kasi kung because of lack ng sweldo, kasi kung lack yung sweldo, and of course, kung ako si employee, part ako nagtatrabaho sa, part ako ng employee, and if, kasi, di ba kung nagtatrabaho tayo, you're looking towards kung ano yung pinakamataas. Hindi naman talaga yung pinakamataas, yung where you can actually eat, every month, you can actually save every month, because yung salary mo are just enough for your savings and for your daily needs, which is extremely important, di ba? We have seen. Okay, the number 3 is that almost same lang yung purpose ni evaluate compensation and management of compensation and benefits. Because you need, when it comes to compensation and benefits, you need to evaluate and manage. They're not the same. Except that there are both the same process dapat. Okay, para mas maganda.
Pay surveys. Survey of compensation paid to employees by other employers in a particular geographic area, industry, or occupational group, or based on government policy. Pay survey. May mga maraming pay surveys ang dinedeclare nila. Why is that? Because to know some basic demands ng mga employees, di ba? You need to know the basic demands of employee. Kasi yung tatay ko kasi, nag-survey nga sila about sa uniform, kung okay na nga yung uniform, or kung happy na sila sa salaries niya. That's also pay survey. Kasi kung okay yung servisyo ni employer sa kanila, that's also amazing. Excellent or extremely excellent. So that's also pay survey. Yung mga police, I don't know kung sa nursing nagpa-pay survey. Probably, who knows? Except that, yes. Number 2, most pay surveys happens in online. Nowadays, yung sa mga Google Docs, di ba? Sa Google Docs, literally, don't always nagsasurvey nowadays yung mga tao. Para mailak ang statistics ng iba't ibang demands and employee. Para mo matignan at saka, pay surveys mostly happen in any end time. Of the month, of whatsoever, since doon mabubuo ang comparison ng mga statistics. So, yes. You see? Yung nagka-money ka, happy money, think about money, tapos nag-saving ka, yay, may pera ka na, tapos dito, may pera ka, ito, natutulog ka. Ito, money! Okay. So, job evaluation methods determines the relative value of a job to the organization. Classification system attempts to group sets of jobs together into clusters. Point system requires managers to quantify the value of various elements of specific jobs in objective terms.
Evaluation methods. What is job evaluation methods? Yung mga job evaluation methods, kung ikaw si employer, you want an employee that is laging maaasahan sa bawat sitwasyon, they have intelligence, and they were bounded to have intelligence working here. Absolutely. Palaging handang gawin ang anumang kinakailangan upang magawa ang gawain. Do you do that? I do. Kaya I'm doing it right now. Even though early pa talaga. Kilalang kilala sa pagiging maaasahan at ka-ready magtrabaho ng husto. So ready sila magtrabaho. And when they work, it always completes. And when they work, they do their best. How amazing is that? This is our own methods in doing evaluation when it comes to jobs, right? Pagiging tapat at mapagkatiwalaang empleyado. So you need trust when you hire them, right? Kailangan mo yung trust.
Pay secrecy, extent to which the compensation of any individual in an organization is secret, striking a balance on privacy, motivation/demotivation, equity, among other concerns.
Mag-hire ng an actual employee, di ba? Pay secrecy. Ano man pay secrecy? But secrecy. Anong secret dyan? Right? Okay, yung meaning nito, dito where my privacy tuwing kumukuha ka ng mga checks mo sa pagtatrabaho mo. Dahil for the sake of privacy concerns, ang nangyayari sa pay secrecy, which is appropriate din minsan. Number 3, ang ibang katrabaho mo, hindi nila nalalaman kung ilang checks, ilang money ang binibigay sa'yo. Hindi mo rin maalam kung ilan ang compensation nila. It's just secret, and as long as we're both working together, then you don't need to know about my salary. Even though my counting change when it comes to pay secrecy. Who knows?
Internal equity, comparisons made by employees to other employees within the same organization. External equity comparisons made by employees to others employed by different organizations performing similar jobs.
Next one will be internal equity. Ano nga yung internal equity? Internal, nasa loob na equity. Panloob na equity. Okay, dito ang pinaka-fair where equal ang position, trabaho, and salary namin. There's no conflict na nangyayari. There's no comparison between salaries because we're all the same inside of this working system. Dito, since ang magkatrabaho sa fair environment ng company or household. Number 2, walang nangyayari na tensions dito since conflicts almost hindi nag-exist. Kung ganito naman, yes, it's kind of fair. Example, kung ako baker shops, and I hired 2 employees. So these 2 employees have the same work, the same duration of work, the same how much of work, the same amount of work, and the same amount of salary when it comes to working. That is internal equity.
External equity comparisons made by employees to others employed by different organizations performing similar jobs.
Next one will be external equity. So, ano nga ba si external equity? Sa external equity, on where ako ay empleyado. Let's just say na ako ay empleyado na nag-work ako sa aking job at nagbayad din ng kung ano ang demand ng babayarin. Yes, as an empleyado, I do gotta pay bills. I have my own bills to pay. Curious din ako sa ibang jobs performance at kanilang demand pay. May mga demand pay daw sila ng mga ibang employee galing sa ibang kumpanya. There are tension na expect ang aking kumpanya ay di ba, when it comes to mga iba't ibang company, di ba may mga company may mga company na nag-compete between each other, but even if they compete each other, what's the same there? They have the same work with the same salaries they give to the employees, but they compete. But still, sa labas yung equalidad. Because this is now between companies now. It's not between inside of the companies or inside of the working system. Absolutely not.
Pay compression occurs when individuals with substantially different levels of experience or performance abilities are paid relatively equal salaries. Usually develops when market rate for starting salaries increases at a rate faster than an organization can raise pay for individuals already in the payroll.
Next one is pay compression. Ano ba? It's pay compression. No. Dito sa ways on how they give compensation sa mga employees were magkapareho lang ang mga sweldo. Ba't daw magkapareho? I mean, may mga ibang workers nga dyan, may 15 years of experience. Yung isa nga dyan, 2 years experience pa lang. Sana mas malaki sana sa kanya kasi yung experience niya. But no, they both have the same salaries. That's the point of pay compression. But now, there are unfair, yes. Unfair yun. Like, unfair treatment ang nangyayari. Even though umasas ang demand dito. It's uncomfortable na mag-think ang ibang employee. They have like, kasi may mga employees na professional talaga. Tapos may mga employees na amateur. Pero, oh my God, same lang sa rin pala. Oh my God. Same lang pala. Oh my God. Next one.
Pay inversion. New employees are paid more than experienced employees occurs due to rapid external market changes, minimum wage increase, demand, etc.
Will be pay inversion. Pay inversion, ito ang harsh na sistema that anyone can just agree dahil sa unfair treatment ng mga long experience na workers. Example, halimbawa, okay, may halimbawa ko, probably real life siya. Kapag simpleng nurse lang ako, after, nakapas ng board exam, hey, let's just say, mga 10 years old or 9 years na nursing ako. Okay. So, nagchika-chika ka, ilang salis mo? Sa akin, mga 21,000 lang, mga 20,000 lang. Ganun ka ba? Pero nagulat ako nung narinig ko yung sa mga newly come na nursing. Oh my God! 29,000 almost double din ng salary natin. I mean, we've been here, we have a lot of experience na work, pero mas madami yung salaries nila kaysa sa atin, even though we have a lot of experience, which is unfair. This is where may mga malaking demand ang mga old employees. Yes, old employees, they deserve more demand. That they put more effort and experience sa kanilang part ng trabaho. Yes. Next one will
mandated benefits required by law, generally covers medical insurance, life insurance, disability insurance and retirement plans.
be one of the last mandated benefits. Mandated benefits. Ano ang mandated benefits? Tingnan mo dun. Okay, ito ay naka-declare at nakasulat sa Republic Acts ang mga mandated benefits na parte na rin sa kanilang compensation. One of the best na naaalam ko ay sa mga pulis. Okay, part na yung mga mandated benefits at probably kung isa-search mo sa Republic Act of the Philippines, may mga mandated benefits which is extremely important and amazing sauce. Okay? Kasi may tatay ako na police, PO2. So, kumukuha sila ng bonus around mga every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. Who knows? Di ko alam. Pero mga 5,000 pesos yung bonus nila. Yes. Tapos, ano pa ba yung mga bonus nila? Basta yung mga bonus yung tatay ko. Kasi tatay ko police. Tapos, ganun. Which is really great. Kung gusto mo police, magpulis ka! I think that's all. Thank you so much for watching. And, mwah!
Compensation set of rewards that organizations provide to individuals for willingness on tasks performed. Benefits various rewards, incentives or items of value beyond the wages, salaries or direct financial compensation that employees receive from the organization. Basic purposes of compensation to provide appropriate and equitable rewards to employees to help employees focus on activities that the organization considers important to increase employee efforts along desired lines. Wage refer to hourly compensation paid to individuals where basis is time. Salary income paid to individual on the basis of performance and not time. Factor comparison method assesses jobs on a factor-by-factor basis using a factor comparison scale as a benchmark. Example of job factors for comparison is responsibilities, skills, physical efforts, and mental conditions. Pay for knowledge involves compensating employees for learning specific information. Skill-based pay rewards employees for acquiring new skills. Wage and salary administration, the ongoing process of managing a wage and salary structure. Nature of benefits programs. Most organizations provide their employees with an array of benefits, e.g. medical insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, retirement plans, and fringe benefits. The cost of benefits programs. Organizations spend huge amounts on benefits. Employees are asked to bear more of the costs, e.g. GSIS, SSS, and Filial contributions, where individual share has a share from the organization. Purposes of benefits programs: attracts better qualified people, affects job satisfaction. Assistance payment to employees who are between jobs. Social Security, designed to provide limited income to retired individuals. Workers' compensation, insurance covering individuals who suffer a job-related illness or accident. Non-mandated benefits. Organization-specific private pension plans. Prearranged plans that provides income to employees at retirement. Defined benefit plans. Private pension plans, in which the size of the benefit is precisely known, and is usually based on a simple formula using inputs such as years of service. Defined contribution plans. Private pension plans, in which the size of the benefit depends on how much money is contributed to the plan. Paid time off. Other benefits. Wellness programs, cafeteria-style benefits. Employees choose the benefits they want.